like, comment, and subscribe for more content. How's it going, guys? You guys doing good? Happy holidays from mine to yours. I hope you guys had a great Christmas, and I hope you guys have a great New Year's. But as we barrel towards the end of the year like a freight train that has jumped the tracks, I want to take a moment to look back at my 5 favorite games this year, right? I'll be honest with you, there was a lot more than 5. A lot of good games came out this year. But you know what? I want to make a quick video, just go through these 5 games because I think these 5 games are special. I know every gaming YouTuber in the world is doing something like this. You know, I do it every year, so I'm going to keep that tradition going. Do me a favor, guys, leave a like, subscribe. I would appreciate that a ton if you guys like gaming content. If you guys like Capcom content, or if you guys like, I don't know, if you guys just like the video in general, leave a like, subscribe. I would appreciate that. And yeah, without any further ado, let's get to it. So the first game on our list, this game is a guilty pleasure of mine, right? This game is Exoprimal, right? That's my 5th favorite game this year. Exoprimal is like I said, it's a guilty pleasure. It's not a great game, honestly, right? It's like a 6.5, maybe a 7 out of 10. But it's really interesting, right? The concept of it, excuse me, I can't talk today, man. It's all that eggnog, am I right? Anyway, the concept of it is insane, right? It's you and your buddies, and you guys squad up, and you guys are all wearing these exosuits, right? And every exosuit has an ability, kind of like Overwatch, and you guys are fighting swarms of dinosaurs, right? This game, it's a $60 game, unfortunately. It does have a battle pass, unfortunately, right? That sucks. And basically, it comes across as this live service game that you just play over and over again, but it's much more than that, right? And that's where Exoprimal becomes this really interesting, cool experience, right? Because as you're doing your live service things, you know, playing through the game, you know, playing multiplayer games with your friends, the story actually goes through the multiplayer stuff, right? Cutscenes start happening as you're playing with your friends, right? It's really interesting, right? And most of those cutscenes start around like 2 to 3 hours in, right? So a lot of people that played Exoprimal for the first time, they didn't even get to those moments. They just thought it was this live service game. You just toss it aside or whatever. And yeah, but it's actually so much more than that, you know? For me personally, I think they should make Exoprimal free to play. I've been saying that since I reviewed the game back in July. I think they should just make it free to play. And dude, if this game was free to play, it would be doing so much better, dude. I promise. People would buy all these cosmetics and stuff because there's a lot of good cosmetics in this game, right? It's just that I don't think the $60 price tag did it any favors. But other than that, it was still enjoyable. I still enjoy it with my friends, and that's why it's number 5. Okay, so number 4, my 4th favorite game that I played this year. And this is funny, but it's Spider-Man 2, right? Insomniac Spider-Man 2. The reason why I say this is funny is because when I played this game initially, this was my game of the year. This was my game of the year for the Game Awards. I voted for this as my game of the year. And then immediately upon casting that vote, I reflected on it a little bit more. It's not my game of the year anymore, right? It's really good. I really like Spider-Man 2. Right, I love me some Miles Morales, right? I love me some Peter Parker, right? So playing both Spider-Man was a lot of fun. I love Venom too, right? I love the sections where you play as Venom, right? The Venom boss fight was amazing. I said this in a couple of different videos. Venom is like one of my favorite Marvel characters ever, right? Like right behind Taskmaster, who's like my number 1 dude. No one will ever surpass Taskmaster for me. But Venom is up there for me, you know? This is an amazing game. I honestly think the other games that I played this year, other than like, you know, my number 5, I think the other games were better, or I just enjoyed them more, right? I can't put my finger on it, but still an amazing game. It's just that I like the other games more. Hey, did you guys know that we got a Dead Space game this year? You guys probably already forgot about that, huh? Yeah. Earlier this year, we got the Dead Space remake, right? And since I've played it, it has consistently been one of my favorite games this year, right? And like most of my favorite games, it got no love from the Game Awards, right? So the Dead Space remake, for some reason, people have this really like, I don't know, man, this weird playground attitude when it comes to remakes, right? You know what I'm talking about? Playground attitude as in like, oh, a remake can't be a good game because it already existed. And it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Give me your lunch money. What are you talking about, right? All that being said, the Dead Space remake, it's incredible, right? If you guys have not played it, because I know a lot of people didn't, go out and play it. It is so good, man. They basically take the original Dead Space and they modernize it, right? It's more of like a remake in the Resident Evil 2 sense, you know? It is so good. Go out and play it. Okay, so my second favorite game. This game needs no introduction. You guys know exactly what this is. It's Street Fighter 6, right? If you guys have been on my channel at all this year, then you guys know that Street Fighter 6 has consistently been one of my favorite games. I'm still making videos for it till this day, even though Capcom seemingly is like, dude, they're asleep at the wheel. I don't know what's going on. They're taking forever when it comes to their DLC. You know, regardless, Street Fighter 6, probably my favorite Street Fighter game. I love Street Fighter 6. It has my favorite initial launch roster of any Street Fighter game. All the characters, even the ones I don't historically like, you know, like E Honda and Blanca, even those characters are cool in this game, you know? I feel like this game is a character for everybody. I've talked so much about Street Fighter 6 on my, you know, just on my channel in general. I'm not going to waste your time. Street Fighter 6 is number 2. Okay. Number one, baby. By the way, if you guys have made it this far, consider subscribing. I would appreciate that. But number 1 is Resident Evil 4, right? The Resident Evil 4 remake came out earlier this year. And much like Dead Space, a lot of people out of nowhere, as we got towards the Game Awards, they got this weird playground attitude. Like, oh, you know what? It's a remake of like the best game of all time. So it shouldn't be in the running for Game of the Year. Dude, get out of here, man. Who keeps giving you the microphone? Don't let bro cook ever again, you know? Resident Evil 4 Remake is so good, man. It's so good, it might even be better than the original, right? The original Resident Evil 4, a lot of people consider it to be one of the greatest games of all time. I am one of those people. It is truly that good. And the Resident Evil 4 Remake might even be better, right? That's how good it is, dude. If you have not played the Resident Evil 4 Remake, go out. Stop watching this video. Stop it, okay? Go play this game right now. It is incredible. I love this game so much, and for some reason, I have not had time to go and play the Separate Ways DLC with Ada, right? Which, I love me some Ada, you know? Her and her big old jiggly booty, you know? So I got to get to that, you know? I mean, I have time, but, you know. Anyway, guys, what do you guys think? What are your top 5 favorite games of this year? Leave them in my comment section below. I have to get back to the eggnog. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!